What's up guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at some new recliners from Valencia Seating. These are the Tuscany Ultimate Editions. So shout out to Valencia Seating for sending these over for review. Now they did send me two of these guys to make a love seat, which I'm going to put in my living room. But I'm only going to unbox one of these because the other one's going to be exactly the same. But this does come in a pretty big box, as you can see, and it does come on a pallet. So I would recommend you get a helping hand if you're going to move these by yourself. This does come nicely wrapped. It is covered on the outside with plastic. But then it's also wrapped in a cloth bag to keep the leather nice and clean. If you are going to use a razor to cut off the plastic, make sure you don't cut into the leather itself. So pull the plastic away from you while you're cutting it so you don't cut into the leather. So this does come in two separate pieces. It comes in the seat portion, and then this portion you see right here is going to be the backrest. Now, as you're unboxing this, make sure you open up the armrest and go inside, and you'll see that the power cords are going to be located inside the storage compartments. Here is the instruction manual if you need some assistance putting it together. And inside, there's also some felt pads. Along with the instructions, the power cord, and the felt pads, we also get this leather-matched back plate, which will cover up the back of the seat instead of that fold-down flap, which covers the internal workings of the chair and also the cables. Putting the seat together is pretty simple. On the back of the seat, you'll find two raised mounting points. On the lower edges of the backrest, you'll see that there are two insert points on each end. Take the backrest and line up the mounting brackets and slide them together till you hear a click. Now, if you need to remove the backrest, all you need to do is lift up on the little tab and slide the backrest off. Next, you'll need to grab the four wires and snap them together. Once you join the cables together, there's a locking tab that needs to close so the cables don't accidentally come loose. On the lower corner of the armrest, you'll find the power inlet. Grab the power cord and plug it in, and make sure you turn the power switch to on. Next, you'll see that there are two mounting brackets on the bottom back of the seat. Grab the cover and match up both brackets. The cover should slide right into place and lock in securely. Once you do that to both chairs, you're going to see on the inner side of the chair, you're going to see these mounting points, the little mounting brackets with these little teeth that look like locking jaws. You're going to take those and go onto the other side, on the other seat, and you're going to see there's another bracket here, which those locking jaws will lock into these little mounting points. So I'm going to go ahead and get these lined up, and I'm going to slide them together, and everything should click in and just lock. As reference, I have been living with the standard Tuscany seats, which are part of their Premier collection. These newer ones, the Ultimate Editions, are part of their Bespoke Edition. Let's go over some of the differences between the Premier version and the Ultimate version. The first thing you're going to notice between the two is going to be the type of leather. This one, obviously it's black, the other ones are steel blue, but the leather on this one has kind of a harder feel to it. There's also a nice shiny sheen to it as well. On the Ultimate Edition, this has a much softer feeling leather. I believe this is using Napa leather. It's a semi-aniline leather. I think it's semi-aniline 20,000 grade leather. So it has a soft, almost silky feel to it, whereas the other one is a little bit more harder feeling as well. This is also matte, so it's not shiny, so it's going to be less reflective than the one on the Premier collection. Now they both have this diamond stitching here, but this one does not have any perforated holes. Whereas on the Ultimate Edition, you can see here all these little perforated holes, which make the fabric a bit more breathable, also a bit more comfortable as well. Inside of the armrest, this has leather that goes all the way from the outside and follows all the way inside into the interior of the storage container. Whereas on the Ultimate Edition, this has a velvet or velour lining, so everything is nice and soft. So if you are putting like your tablet or laptop or whatever you're going to put in there, It's gonna keep it nice and soft and keep it from getting scratched. And it's just a nice cleaner pocket overall. As for the controls, this is kind of a standard matte black plastic. You get controls for your head, for your lumbar support, and then the recline decline. There's also a USB type A charging port as well. On the Ultimate Edition, the control panel is a nice silver glossy finish. It feels much more premium, but here we have controls for the LED lights. We've got your headrest, we've got your lumbar support, and we've got your recline and decline for your feet. There's also a USB-A and a USB-C type charging ports as well. And overall, the fit and finish of this control panel feels a lot more premium than the standard plastic on the Premier Editions. Moving on over to the cup holder on the Premier Edition seats, these just come with your standard black plastic cup holder inserts. For the Ultimate Editions, if we take these out, these come with a, I think this is aluminum or steel, but this is not plastic. This actually has some good heft to it. Maybe it's tin, but it's definitely metal. It's not plastic. This is way better quality, and it feels much more sturdier over the standard plastic on the Premier Edition. Both seats have a mounting grommet, so you can add things like a tray table, wine glass holder, or tablet stand. And if you remove the cover, these are nice high quality mounting points. Another difference between the two seats is going to be the LED lights. There is the on-off button here on the Premier Edition, which you only get the color blue. For the Ultimate Editions, there are lights on the bottom by the footrest, and there's also lights by the cup holder. So in order to change the light, you're going to tap on this H button, and you can see it'll change from either red, green, blue, lime green, ice blue, purple, teal, and then we have a flashing color. And then it'll take you back to red. If you do want to turn the lights on or off, you're going to double press on the H button. And another new feature is this little button here, this little I button. This is a memory button. So let's say you want to raise your headrest up just by a little bit. Give yourself a little bit of lumbar support. And then raise your feet just a smidge. Then you would go back, keep your finger on this I button until you hear a beep. Now every time you tap this button, it'll go back to that preset that you just made. In order to reset everything in one touch, you're going to take this H button, hold it down, and everything resets back to normal. Size-wise in this configuration, it's 61.5 inches wide. It's 43.5 inches from the floor to the top of the headrest, and it's 39.75 inches in depth. If you want to go from upright to fully reclined, you'll need about 4 inches from the wall to go all the way back. And the motor is very quiet. The power headrest and lumbar adjustments are amazing features that truly let you dial in just the right amount of comfort for those long Netflix binging sessions. And this Italian Nappa leather is smooth like butter. At the time of this video, the Tuscany Ultimates are selling for $42.50 in this love seat configuration with this particular color. You can choose different configurations on their website. If you go for black, it is $250 cheaper, so colors do cost extra. Now, seeing as this blue leather is a lighter color, as the chair gets older, I'm wondering if the leather will get darker as it ages, so it might get a patina. I may have to follow up if I notice any changes. But as I said earlier, the quality of the leather does feel more luxurious, I guess you can say, over the leather on the Premier Series seats. They also feel a bit firmer than the older ones, but that could just be because they're newer. The cup holder is a nice upgrade over the plastic one, and the control panel definitely is much better than on the Premier seats, with buttons that are more tactile. I also appreciate that there isn't a backlight on the buttons to distract you from whatever you're watching. Overall, this is a worthy upgrade to the Premier Tuscany seats. They're just as comfortable as the Premiers, but the higher quality leather feels nicer against your skin, and having 7 different colored LEDs makes it easier to match with your room's decor. Now, if you do want to grab any of these seats, I'll leave some links for them down below in the video's description. So what kind of seats do you have in your theater? Are they black, are they blue, or are they something else? Leave a comment down below and let us know. As always guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video if you found it useful and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you again in the next video.